Well, hello again from Hong Kong. It's hard to see, but this side is pretty much all the big stuff is sanded off. Got a really big, I can't get up into the top there, I've got a hand sand up there. But the majority of that, all the varnish is off, other than at the top of the windows. It's all down to, it's right now is at 60 grit. I used to take that all off. This right down here is at an 80 grit. I had lent my electric hand planer and to a mate, and he says, "Oh, I have no idea where it is." So I've had to use my little circular grinder, and then I've had to go over it several times to make sure, because again, when you varnish it, you don't want these pits and divots. So it's been a pain to get that in. But then I've done the same over here on this side. So I started to go around just on the edges here, so you can see how it comes out pretty nice. So it's just some time is all it needs. But the heavy stuff is gone. As you can see, I've got to go back over. It's hard area to get to, so I've got different types of scrapers to scrape that down, and then it'll be down to 150 grit. So there's on that. But I've been all day. I don't know if you can see that, but she's looking good. It's really dusty. I'll go and take another picture, but I've got that ground this all the way down as well. So now, as you can see, I've got to go up, and I have to do this area up here and that. So I've got see if I have, everything is just covered in dust. But yeah, because again, this is the grinder that I was using to grind everything, and on my dual action sander. But I use one of these little scrapers and keep it nice and sharp, and it just at the top area up here, you just got to get in there and I'll be scraping. So I definitely got to sharpen it up. I've dulled it down to use today, and then again I'll scrape this all off, and so I'll get that done tomorrow. But it's taking a lot longer than because of the weather. I didn't get to start until about, I don't know, what time did I start today? I think it was about 11 o'clock, and I'm not really sure what time it is now, probably around 3 or 4 p.m. But tomorrow then I'll get this all sanded down, get this sanded, go around the windows, and once I have it down, and I can take all this down, once I have it down to some bare wood, as you can see here, I've got to go and, mask it off and use proper teak joint sealer, same as you would on a sailboat deck. It's on the deck in the joint. It's made for teak, because there's dowels in here, plus there's some screws that are in here and that. So I've just got to reseal that back up, let that cure for 48 hours, and then sand everything back over, and then I'll be putting on varnish. So hopefully, I'll wash everything down. I'll take another video before I go back to my other boat, so you can see what it looks like. But hopefully by Sunday, I'm putting on the solar panels. As you can see, that turned out very well. Turned out really nice. So everything's nice, flat, and smooth. But I'll take another video where you can see everything when it's not so dusty. But I gotta suck up some dust and rinse the rest of it off. From the earth to the earth, as they say. So, alright, I will put another video attached to this one, and I'll talk to you guys soon. Bye-bye. Alright, there it is. She's all rinsed off. Still got a little bit from the rinse after I vacuumed up. Still got a little bit. That's safe enough to go. Just sawdust, safe enough to go into the ocean. There's no contaminants or anything. Trees are from the earth, and it shall go back to the earth. But she is a mess. But anyway, gonna let this dry. Excuse me. It's about 4:30 right now, Hong Kong time on Wednesday, PM that is. So I'm gonna let this dry out, and I'm going to put on a coat of polyester urethane primer over the top of these, just so in case we get any rain or any other condensation, it does not seep into the polyester fill that's there. Sun seems to dry it out, and yeah, I don't know, 6 of one, half a dozen of the other. But I just don't like to have it exposed to the sun too long, even though we don't have any sun. And I see the hawks are out and about up in the sky there. It's one thing don't know if many people know, there's very, very few seagulls in Hong Kong. Reason is there's too many predator birds. Predator birds kill them, eat them up. So, food for thought. But it's coming along. I'm very, very confident that on Sunday I'm going to have 4 solar panels up here. And then I'm able to have the power that I need to start doing everything else, because there's a lot of work to do. But thing is just to get the bow done, get the salon area done, and I can do the V-berth and all that at any other time. Let's just go inside here. I kind of show you some ideas that I had that in this area I was actually kind of thinking about turning this into like a kitchenette where the sink is. Drop the sink in right there, because there's just shelves below that in the V-berth. Put the sink up there, put a small hob, LPG cooktop right up there. I've got glasses there, and I've got storage for other crap. And speaking of that, here's the Heineken. It's 4:30, hard day's work. I think I deserve it. But actually move the galley, just a small cooking galley up here, then that way that'd give me more room down in the V-berth to do some other things. I'm not sure where I'd put a fridge and all that stuff, but still probably eat down there in the settee and that. But that's about it. And then turn, again, the living space. And I was thinking that if we got 1, 2, 3, come back 4 here, so 4 here, that'd give just a little. If I had sliding doors, just 2 sliding doors that opened up into here, this would be a salon area, TV and all that. But this would actually give, I wouldn't have to extend the deck out. I'd still have a diving platform, so when we take it out, go swimming, go have some fun. When we're moving, when I'm driving the boat, people can lean up on this, look where we're going, check out the wake of the 2 engines, or sit in because if I put in that wall there, I can move this support back just a little bit. So again, but I need my 2 hatches. That gets me into the engine. And what I'd probably do is I'll probably cut in an access hole just like this down into the lazarette, so I can I'd probably put in a small front-loading wash machine to run off the inverter, and so then that way any towels, all that stuff, we can wash that. And again, if I want to live on this, if I can wash my clothes, hang them up on top. But it'd be a nice little liveaboard. And again, bring this out a little bit and put my door in. So open up the door and you go out. So I still have to sand this side yet. It's one area I didn't get to. Just too freaking tired. I'm getting too old for this. Actually, I'm not. It's fun, but I'm not used to manual labor. Sailing is the most manual labor I've been doing recently. So everything else, as you get older, you get the desk job. But it's looking good. I do not have as much neglect on these walls as I had before. So it's just very, very minimal. And again, it's just a nice orange. And that's just down with 40 grit just to get off the majority of the varnish. So you can see we got, just with 40 grit, see how we got all the lines there. But again, if I go over with 60, then I go with an 80, 100, and then the final 150. She is smooth as a baby's bottom. And seal this all up. Yeah, so it's Wednesday. That gives me Thursday. Tomorrow I'll be able to go and Silcaflex all these joints. I don't really have to Silcaflex too much on that. I can varnish this, everything. My main goal is, again, to get the solar panels right here and get them into the solar panel combiner box, to a controller, and then to the battery bank. I'm just going to put in lead acids, so that'll work. But I've just got to get this able to get my solar panels, and then I can work on the sides. Just getting polyester urethane on the top here is the key, but I've got to varnish that as well. I've got to get 3 coats. That's 3 days. So Friday, Saturday, Sunday. It's cutting it close, because the solar panels, I'll have to bring them over. They're going to be running pretty damn close, right up to here. So that will mean varnishing here is going to be a pain in the butt. We'll see. My goal is Sunday. My goal is Sunday to have solar panels up, or at least here. Maybe if I don't attach them to there, because I've got the feet for them, I can move them a little bit forward so I can step up so I can varnish. Because I've got a wet sand with 200, 220 grit in between every coat, so it's, it's a nice, so it looks like that, nice and shiny and good. All right, but anyway, that's what's going on, guys. Another day has come to a close. This Heineken's for us. Bye-bye. Be good, be safe, be well.